Nicely done.
Every rushing touchdown this year for Virginia, all 18 of them have come from either Perkins or Ellis. They are the majority of this rushing attack. And this rushing attack has turned it back into a 3-point game.
Virginia won't go away.
Nope. Let's take a look at our college football playoff rankings brought to us by Capital One. What sticks out, Rodney? Tonight, West Virginia. And then UCF earlier today in the war on I-4 in Tampa with a 17-3 lead over on ESPN. By the way, hope McKenzie Milton is okay. That was an absolutely gruesome leg injury that he suffered, had to be taken off the field on a cart. One of the all-time great players in UCF history and one of the good kids you're going to find in college football.
How about in college football history, what he's done, you know, the last couple of years
to put UCF on the map?
Yeah,
sure.
And to see him suffer such an injury is just awful.
Listen, you and I have talked about how the system doesn't really support a group of 5 team right now, but if chaos were to ensue in the next 2 nights, does UCF have a glimmer of hope?
Stop it.
I'm asking.
Just stop it.
I'm asking.
Just stop it. It's not going to happen.
All right, Kevin, I think his answer is pretty clear. Let's go back to you in the studio.
Guys, you guys talking about the McKenzie Milton injury. Here's another big-name quarterback going down. The Civil War and Oregon's Justin Herbert in street clothes in the second half after taking this hit in the second quarter. Appears to be his throwing shoulder. He's not in a sling, but he's on the sidelines watching on. Oregon up 28-9.
Ouch.
Good update, Kevin. That's tough for the Oregon Ducks. How about their season? That looked like that was going to be a route to the Pac-12 championship game after that win over Washington, but it's the Huskies and Cougars playing tonight for a spot as the North Division champs in the Pac-12. The winner of that game plays Utah in the Pac-12 title game.
We had all defense in the first half.
Yep.
It's been all offense in the second half.
Yep.
5 total possessions, 5 scores, 4 touchdowns, 1 field goal.
Things have taken an interesting turn, to say the least, here in Blacksburg.
Flipping the script, huh?
We were scoreless for about a quarter and a half in this game. Here's McLeese again. How did he slip out of that path? He gets the first down to the 35-yard line.
How about that spin move? You know, running backs are taught early spin on contact. Not everyone does it, but McLeese does it there and comes away with just a nice little spin move to make sure he gets off of that would-be tackle by Mack.
This rivalry means a lot to Deshaun McLeese. He's from Chesapeake, Virginia, out of a really good high school program in Oscar Smith, born in Norfolk. That ball deflected, I believe, at the line of scrimmage by Charles Snowden, and that fluttered incomplete. Second down.
You know, we've had 2 serious quarterback injuries today with Herbert and McKenzie, Milton. You know, this new system, this RPO stuff, you
puts
put your
QBs in danger,
more
right?
at risk.
Sure.
They get more hits. They get knocked around a lot more. It's the way the game goes. They aren't protected the same way they used to be protected.
Speaking of running quarterback, there's Willis. And Jordan Mack was the first guy into the backfield. Forward progress gets stopped after a gain of about a yard, and they'll credit Tommy Christ with that.
There was a time you would not let your quarterback take as many hits.
Yeah.
Virginia Tech is on their second quarterback. Josh Jackson is out for the year. That broken leg. And Willis is being run an awful lot tonight. And this is their desperate situation. You know, they win tonight, they get Marshall next week, they get a chance to go to a bowl game. So I get it.
Rod, there is no tomorrow.
I get it. I understand.
Willis under pressure, dumps it off. There goes McLeese again. Won't make the line to gain, and it brings up 4th down.
At some point, though, Q, there is no tomorrow. You win this game, you lose your quarterback. There is a tomorrow. There's a tomorrow against Marshall without a quarterback, and then there's a bowl game. Now, We don't want that to happen. It's unlikely to happen. I'm just saying, you know, the trend in college football is to expose your quarterback, and we see more quarterbacks banged up. We see more quarterbacks transfer. We got 2 quarterbacks starting tonight who both transferred from their original schools.
Davis backpedaling inside the 10-yard line. And he'll work it out to about the 15. Well, Rod and Q, you guys broke down exactly what's at stake for Virginia Tech. They need to win tonight to get a conditional game next week, and then they need to win that for bowl eligibility. Here's what's at stake for Virginia. 14 years of futility against their rival. You got to go back to when Matt Shaw was the quarterback for Virginia on November the 29th, 2003. Shaw threw for 358 and 2 touchdowns. Virginia trailed 14-7 at halftime, and they stormed back in the second half for a 35-21 win. It's been 5,473 days since Virginia hoisted the Commonwealth Cup. Nothing there for Ellis. Walker closes it out. This Virginia Tech defense has been a little maligned as of late after what Virginia's done on their second half possessions.
Yep. 3 possessions, 3 TDs.
Not a whole lot of plays, 13 plays to get those TDs.
Yeah, one took the one play, the Joe Reed 75-yard catch and run. You know how many classes of Virginia players have come through and not beaten Virginia Tech?
Deep shot. Olamide Zaccheaus pulls it in. First big play of the day for a player that Bronco Mendenhall calls the catalyst of this offense.
Well, it's a mismatch. They got him matched up against Diablo, and that is just something they'll take all day. A 36-yarder, and we talked about this earlier. The passing attack had to go down the field. Virginia Tech was jumping everything short, overplaying it with man. They got a matchup, a mismatch with the safety against Zaccheaus, and he took complete advantage of it.
Perkins behind some very good blocking.
I know you felt earlier that Zaccheaus had to get more touches in this game, and getting him lined up on a safety is a good way to do it. Now you get him back involved. He's a guy that they use on the jet sweep. We've not seen that used in a while for him.
He's the all-time leading pass catcher in Virginia history. He's got 238 career grabs. He broke Billy McMullen's long-standing record. Most catches in Virginia history a season ago for Zaccheaus with 85. Closing in on breaking his own mark this year. Perkins with plenty of time, and he connects with Terrell Jana.
Great job by Vaught Tech, trying to come with some pressure, adjusting things, but a better job by Virginia in picking it up.
Perkins was kind of settled back there with a cup of coffee waiting to find a receiver at that point.
The boundary blitz, which is really a staple of Bud Foster's arsenal, picked up well by the running back. Maybe Coach Foster now is going to turn up the heat as all of a sudden Virginia's throwing the ball down the field more.
Good point, Q.
We're on the edge of field goal range. Perkins inside the 30, brought down by Khalil Ladler. Ladler a little worse for the wear after that tackle. And he got the wind knocked out of him.
All I know is that it is a lot colder out here than it was in the first half. You can see, you know, the smoke coming from the players now. Didn't have that in the first half.
Belmar limping around a little bit.
And Q's got that.
Q's got the hat. He's fine. He's fine. Q's got the Black Friday deal on his head.
I got hand warmers lining the inside of his hat.
Second down and 8 for Bryce Perkins. The pressure coming, and he finds Dubois, and Virginia has taken the lead. 29 yards, and Virginia has taken the lead on Virginia Tech. When's the last time you heard that?
You want to be a quarterback? You better have some toughness. Watch Perkins hang in here, take that shot in the back, and then Dubois beating the single coverage. Touchdown.
Bryce Perkins in the second half. 7 for 7, over 200 yards and 3 touchdowns. He finds Hasise Dubois. The Cavaliers have the lead in the Commonwealth Cup. You want to question this kid's toughness? He's battled back from a broken neck. He's delivered tonight.
When you retire, will you act or feel different? Or will you just be you, without the constraints of a full-time job? You can grow your retirement savings with Pacific Life and create the future that's most meaningful to you, which means you can retire without retiring from life. Having the flexibility to retire on your terms, that's the power of Pacific. Ask your financial professional about Pacific Life today.
It's not what champions do, it's what champions don't do. They don't back down, they don't settle, and they don't quit. Except for Cable. Cable. Yeah, you quit Cable. Because we are Cougars, and we don't quit. Unless what? Unless it's Cable!
Quit Cable and switch to DirecTV and get the most live sports in 4K. More for your thing. That's our thing. 1-800-DirecTV.
People are simple creatures. All we need are good friends, $5 burgers, brats, cocktails, and pitchers, and several dozen TVs with football games on them. The new $5 Game Day menu from Buffalo Wild Wings.
Do your thing. Flee that nest. Seize that moment. Find your inspiration. Be extraordinary. Spread your wings and experience the Mazda CX-5 with new signature trim and turbo. Mazda. Feel alive.
The Wonderful World of Disney Magical Holiday Celebration, Thursday on ABC.
They haven't won against Virginia Tech in 14 years. They've got a lead. Can the Cavaliers close it out? Still way too much time to determine that for now. Still 7 minutes to play in just a 4-point game. Buckle up. A lot at stake for both of these teams. And after being shut out in the first half, the Cavaliers offense has come to life.
4 possessions, 4 touchdowns. Reed with the great one-handed grab. Come back. How about a catch and run for 75? Make a couple of people miss. And then you got Ellis behind a good block by Butts getting into the end zone and come right back with Dubois on that perfectly thrown ball, standing in against the pressure Perkins did. 28 points in the second half.
So now Ryan Willis takes over at the 25-yard line. Pressure coming from Mack, and Jordan Mack makes the play.